I make the claim to the world. I have discovered the secret to the mystery of human nature, the variety leading to confusion without the benefit of this understanding, the power of the single most important thing in human contemplation, the sun, that power, reduced to a human understanding of it taking the form as a sun-time interaction, as a sine cycle, one cycle per year. That is the solar engine described as a sine cycle, applying its energies to us here on the temperate zone, for example, to that variation in amount. A sine cycle of variation throughout each year of our life. Birthday is a big deal because human nature has evolved to make it a big deal, to create a full variety of ways of being human, of organizing your parts in your head, different ways of using its central processing network to make things happen in your brain, in your body, in your mind. The birthday factor as the key to the phase angle on that solar energy sine cycle. Birthday is the phase angle, the phase dimension, the phase component, the big friend of the 1, 2, 3 gang of 3 that run our galaxy. The 3 dimensions, X, Y, Z, sine, omega, T. Birth date, phase on the single sine cycle that describes our relationship with respect to the sun, which I was hyping as so important. Truly, the single number 1. Hello. Sun-time cycle, sun-time dimension, birthday. It sorts by birth date. It helps to develop some kind of a Freudian grip on the seasons, which I'll offer here. Let's look at birthday as a seasonal thing. Now, just up front, before we go seasonal, let me just caution. That the seasons tend to divide up in thirds, that the generalizations I learn later that we think are the seasons actually alternating characteristics so that nature has given maximum variety for the seasons to have 2 different flavors, to go 2 different directions, 2 different things happening. As we learn about birthday as a people, as we have benefit of what I'm proclaiming to be a compass to guide us in the human domain, the sorting will occur by our brains somehow keeping track of a lot of people all at once. And so we'll have like montages of video cascading in each other of glimpses of different birthdays being sorted, you know, like as quickly as possible, kind of a sampling technique as we try to coordinate in our brains. Oh yeah, I remember March 7th like that, and there was that March 16th like that, and there was that, oh, that other March 11th, yeah, that, and they all come together as an association as you start connecting things birth date wise. And indeed it is an affliction, and I hope people would consider, of course, going on strike once in a while, but unfortunately it's the truth that there is a birthday factor out there. And it leads to prejudice. Oh boy, this is total prejudice. This is like justice and judicious and instinct. It's like you build it as you go of which way to flow. There are paths to take that different birthdays have different ways of putting together the information. Birth date is about human nature having evolved to respond to birth date by the central processing networks in our brain suddenly coming alive upon birthday and saying, look, I got 1 year to do this project. I'm going to look to the environment to take me on a trip, and as we go through this trip, I'm going to set up the basic parameters of how your body and brain are going to function. I am the central processing network, or officially known in anatomy as the reticular formation. Attention! Reticular formation, sir, reporting upon birth to instructions from environment how we should process our central processing unit. The central controlling neural network in the center of our heads, nestled up against the pineal gland, affectionately known as the brainstem, the pons, the medulla oblongata, and its buddies up there, the hypothalamus and the thalamus. Sir, we will report for immediate interaction with the environment. Upon birth, sir, which has not been calculated because there is some gynecologist tickling around with the seasonal rhythms, sir. Make that Mother Nature, buddy. Oh, and stuff like that. So, I'm proclaiming that we can start understanding a lot more birthday stuff, and including in that is sorting thought. And the way you sort thought is you just put together famous thinkers of the different birthdays. And behold, there are patterns there, assertions of reality, and so we can sort of get a grip on reality as asserted by different schools of thought. Birth date is a legitimate way of sorting on account of one simple thing. It represents a sun-time dimension, which is inarguably, or whatever you call it. Come on, you got to give in. This is the truth. There is the sun happening, and time is important. So if you put sun and time together, then if friendly is correct, that we have actually evolved to respond to that, and that's why we have birthdays throughout the year, is that we have a gadget in the middle, which has its, you know what they call the mind. That's it. Birthday gives you some help in sorting through your own mind, because you get to hang out now with people of your own birth date, and suddenly, boing, you can tune in, oh, there. So that's the reality of that trip. I'm proposing as a whole people, we learn about birthday by some ambitious guy like me, but we put together people of different birthdays just presenting themselves and sorting by birthday. Hello, my birthday is this, and sort me out that way on the thread. Oh, we could just have different threads. So if your birth date is in this range, start this thread. I got a lot to say about their birthday stuff. Along the way, I claim it is the key to appreciating that the tribe of Dan, as described in Jacob as the appropriate people to be our judges, and then we will enjoy salvation. That's in there, Genesis 49, the tribe of Dan. That's the key, that in biological terms, that's people born late January, early February, sort of. If we just run some scientific tests, I think we'll find that those people will be our judges. They just have a knack for listening with the whole heart and having enough Joe-friendly coming down at you at the end of a session. We don't know how much we accomplish each time, but I hope this form of rambling is appropriate to the little pieces YouTubers like. We might have big hunks also available at your so this is a help me do it Messiah. You see, I'm coming alive at you. 40 years wandering around in the intellectual wonderments, running a moving company.